In my last video, the engineer told me that the depth of our footings needs to be at least 24 inches deep as a bare minimum.
Right here in the middle, I'm actually lower than 2 feet.
But this limestone and clay loam soil is super rocky.
I can't go down any further. It's hard rock.
And breaking the ground is really difficult. So there's only one option.
So let's try this out. Wow, oh my gosh.
But I've never actually used a jackhammer before.
Oh, easy.
And I'm borrowing this jackhammer from my neighbor.
I guess I can just take it from there.
It's really starting to take a toll on my hands, but worst of all, did I just break my neighbor's jackhammer on the first day of using it?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm here back at the land to finish up this pre-foundation work. Let me show you what's going on. So I spent the last few days at home actually preparing for this moment. You see, here in Canyon Lake, we have very rocky soil. And I actually spoke to a lot of engineers about our foundation because my original plan was to dig down 12 inches down, 20 inches wide, 20 inches long for the footings. And I thought that was a good idea. Not a bad idea, but I spoke to a lot of engineers and they said, hey, why don't you do this? Instead of going just 12 inches down, why don't you make it 24? So I know 12 inches is code, which is what you were doing, but why don't we just make it 24 inches just to make it absolutely secure? Well, see, the thing is here, after I go 12 inches down with my auger or with my shovel, I end up hitting rock. And there's only one way to get through rock. So I have these. These are chisel bits. These chisels should help me get through some of this tough limestone that we have here in Canyon Lake. I'm really hoping it's gonna help out because I have to get it done. I have to make it happen. So that's what today is about. Today is a big experiment to see if these 3 chisels can get me through. These chisels are from Milwaukee. They're actually SDS chisels. I wanted to get the SDS Max chisels, but my hammer drill doesn't actually take SDS Max bits. Oh, heartbreaking, but it's okay. These will do. These are plenty strong. We're gonna see exactly how strong they are today when I put them to the test. I'm also still gonna be using my auger when I need it, as well as my shovels to finish up these footings. After this, I'm so excited because that means we can get to rebar, we can get to our sonotubes, which means we can pour our concrete. And from there, we really ought to fly. But today, we must chisel. We gotta use these chisels in order to get where we gotta go. Here's my first attempt using the hammer drill. There we go. Okay, let's hammer some stuff. My gosh. Okay. Hello, how you doing? Rock.
Yeah, and that didn't work. Unfortunately, the batteries from the Ryobi hammer drill don't last more than 30 to 45 minutes when using it to break through this limestone and clay loam soil. I really do need to find a better way to do this. And that's when my neighbor Dennis just happened to come over. He said, hey, I know you're digging the footings, and back in the day when I was in construction, we used to actually break the rocks with this. And the this that he's referring to is actually called a San Angelo bar. So the San Angelo bar weighs 16 pounds and it's all steel. But the only downside with the San Angelo bar is that it's really struggling to get past 18 inches deep. So with the Ryobi hammer drill really not being a match for this Texas limestone and the San Angelo bar really only able to dig so far, I'm definitely at an impasse and I'm really struggling with what to do next.
It's like a whole day to dig a hole with this limestone manually. It's super old school. It's like, I feel like I'm building a railroad with this thing.
But that's when I remember that my neighbor Dennis did say a long time ago when I first bought the property, hey, I have a jackhammer, it's just sitting in my garage, and if you ever want to borrow it, you totally can. But I really don't want to borrow it though, because if I borrow the jackhammer, then I'm responsible for it. What if I break it? What if I have to pay 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, whatever it is to replace this jackhammer? But that's when I just took a deep breath and I remembered why I'm doing this. After reading books like that of Conrad Hilton's Be My Guest and Bill Marriott's Spirit to Serve,
I just knew I wanted to be in real estate for the rest of my life. And that really gave me the motivation to push through and just do it. Borrow the jackhammer, buy the generator, dig the holes, let's go. What's up, man? I guess I can just take it from there. Wow, look at that.
It's 35 pounds.
Okay.
And there's, I don't know where the hell you put the grease.
Yeah, that's good, man. Oh, okay, it has a little weight to it. Okay. Cool. Thanks, man, this is awesome. Okay. So, now that I've upgraded from the anchor bar to the jackhammer, so I have not used this jackhammer before. As a matter of fact, I've never used any jackhammer before. So what I'm gonna do first, out of respect for Dennis, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube, see exactly how I should operate it to take care of it, to show my appreciation. And then hopefully in about 10 minutes or so from now, I'm busting this bad boy out and digging some footings. Let's try this out, man. Now I got a big rock right here. Okay, so this hole entirely is at 20 inches anyway. So I need to bust out all of this. 4 inches down. All right, so supposedly this has a slow start. That's what I saw on YouTube. So let's see how it goes. Let me make sure I got a good little handle. Not bad. So now that I have the jackhammer in my hands, let me tell you a little bit about it. So this is a Harbor Freight jackhammer. It's actually the brand of Bauer, and it's 35 pounds and has an impact rate of 1300 BPM. And it also comes with anti-vibration to prevent strain and fatigue on your hands. Wow, oh my gosh. Dude, check this out. I was having so much trouble with this rock. Oh gosh, I was having so much trouble with this rock, and then look, it's crazy. I'm not actually doing much effort. Like, I'm not using much energy. I'm just holding it. So with this jackhammer, all I have to do is use enough energy to hold it and just let it do its thing. I just got to point in the right direction. I think I'm going to finish the footings. Maybe not today, but soon. Okay, this is good. Oh yeah, dude, that's definitely 24. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 15 minutes to dig 4 inches. It's not that quick, but it's not that bad either. Dude, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful hole. I'm so glad I got that generator. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Because I have a really good neighbor. I'm basically digging my entire foundation for free. Well, would I not love that, right? So the generator that I bought is the Ryobi 4000 watt gasoline powered digital inverter with CEO shutdown. It comes with 12 hours of runtime, 3,400 running watts, and 4,000 starting watts. All right, y'all, time to dig the next hole. So after digging the first footing with the jackhammer, I found out that in between shoveling out the dirt caused by the jackhammer, taking water breaks, and using the jackhammer itself, it takes 4 hours to dig out just one footing. And the house has 20 footings. But if I stick with it Monday through Friday, I can probably be finished digging all of the footings for the entire house within a couple of weeks. So after using the jackhammer for a couple of days now, I'm really starting to feel the pain in my hands. Like, I'm having trouble just making a fist. My knuckles experience a lot of pain in the joints anytime I go to grab anything simple like my cell phone or the remote control for the TV, like opening the car door in my truck. Like, all that stuff is starting to actually hurt me. I'm able to muscle through, but I just notice it, and it kind of worries me because I'm actually really considering being a builder as a career outside of just doing real estate and Airbnbs, and I want to be able to do this, but am I going to be able to? So as with any new tool, you have to learn its ins and its outs, and I definitely learned the hard way with this jackhammer. So as I was using the jackhammer, I actually let the jackhammer go for too long and the hammer got stuck. Whoops! Which was really super embarrassing because I just borrowed this jackhammer from my neighbor and I was seeing my worst fear come true, which was breaking the jackhammer that I just borrowed.
Luckily, after 30 minutes of trying just to pry this jackhammer loose, I was able to get it unstuck. I actually learned what to do and what not to do when it comes to using the jackhammer on this Texas limestone. So the pain of using the San Angelo bar and the jackhammer is really starting to add up. I'm having to do extra stretching before and after work, but luckily I have a very loving wife to come to the rescue. She actually made me this hand cream from all essential oils to help reduce the inflammation in my hands that I'm experiencing from using the jackhammer. So thanks, babe. Now that I figured out all I have to do is use the jackhammer, I can tough this thing out. I can do this now. I just need to push through and I can get through this. My wife made me the cream for my hands. I just need to push through the long, tough days, the hot sun bearing down on me. I need to push through and remember why I'm doing this. And I'm doing this so I can build something big. I want to have something that people absolutely love when they come to this A-frame in Canyon Lake. I want this to be the best Airbnb stay in all of Canyon Lake, period. It starts with digging the foundation. I have to dig these footings, and I will do that. All I have to do is be tough at this point. It's more of a mental thing than it's a physical thing. In 20 years, I know I'll thank myself for this. I hope you guys are loving the channel as much as I love making the videos. Comment down below. I want to know what you think about the video and about having to jackhammer my entire house's foundation. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, I can't wait until you're here. See you guys next time on the channel.
This is beautiful.
It's nice, right?
It's so pretty.
In just a few short days, life on the land will change forever.
Because in a few days from today, I have concrete coming, which means I got to do so many things before concrete gets here.
Having the concrete poured will officially change the landscape of the entire property and ultimately bring us even closer to our dream of owning and operating a beautiful short-term vacation rental right here in Canyon Lake. But in order to fulfill that dream, we have to face reality.
Oh, that's at least 70 pounds right there.
Will I be able to meet the deadline? Can I push through the pain and make my wife and I's dream come true? Find out now.